YouTube video. Sorry, it's the whole reason why the camera's like this. Is I zoomed past here and I was like, that was really funny. Less funny when let's go this way. YouTube video. Okay, so I wanted to make a video about painting on clothes, and there's kind of like 3 things that I want to talk about, and none of them have to do with actually painting on the clothes. Now, okay, hear me out. This video is gonna be dumb, convoluted, and not really make sense because there's no script. But I'm on the 5th attempt of making this video, so it should have some sort of direction. Okay, first thing that I want to talk about is just straight up the validation of painting on clothes is so cool, because I think as an artist, your access point to showing people your work is kind of non-existent. Now, if you follow me as I walk and talk to try to make this video more engaging. Oh, you're on my tripod. Ooh, I don't know if this is working, but I think the really cool thing that you can do. Ooh, yeah, we'll place you down right here. Aha! Now, I think if if you're painting on clothes, there's like a more seamless way to talk about your work. And I think the biggest problem that people have with showing their work is you have to go to your phone, or you have to get people to search up your website or all these other things, and it like loses the organic nature of having like a conversation with somebody. And especially like ones that are going well, man, sometimes you just like, there's magic when you're talking to somebody and you know that they're captivated. And if you bring out your phone, you're gonna lose a little bit of that magic. It's like if you have a friend who you're having a great conversation with, and they have like something comes up in their brain, and they're like, oh my God, I have to show you like how my cat did this crazy thing. Let me like show you this video on my phone. And they're like all excited about it. But then they have to go and scroll through their phone. And while they're taking the 3 minutes to find how like Jimmy the cat jumped up on the counter, by the time they find it, you don't care about the cat. And even if the video like pops off, you like do a fake little laugh because you're like, this wasn't worth 3 minutes of my life. It's such a dumb example, but it's the same thing with your art. Like, there are 1% of the people, of the artists in this world, who could take all the time in the world and show you their magnificent art, and no matter what, it would captivate you. But I don't think the rest of us are in that 1%. I'm pretty talented, but I know I'm not in that 1%. And so I know that for me, like the big selling point is like Evan. I know that I can like really connect with people, and I love connecting with people. And honestly, I care about that more than the art itself. And so if I can find a bridge to not lose that organic nature of a conversation, is very helpful. Now we're going to go to the third prong of where we're going to stand. Now, where are we going to stand? In my messy room. Let's go over here. Ha-ha! Oh, yeah. Now, now I find it like very helpful to have painted clothes on for exactly that. I can show people, but then also to have visual cues that I can attach stories to. There's certain jackets that I have that I wear to things that I've developed stories around. And if I run into trouble in a networking event or whatever, I have blocking points that I can like fall back to. A big one, it's not even clothes, but I have business cards. And on my business cards, I have this jacket. It's a jacket I did for West Side Boogie. These are outdated business cards because now I changed my Instagram handle, my website, all that. So like these are not worth it anymore. But I have a story attached to those. And it's an easy way to give somebody my business card, because I can be like, oh, like, I paint on Jack. They're like, oh, that's cool. And then I can be like, oh, here, like, this is the type of stuff that I do. Boom, give it to their hands. Boom, it's in their hands. And then you can just like leave it. And you can tell the story about the business card. And then they have your business card. And it wasn't like an organic way to give somebody your business card. But the story I have with that is I made this jacket for this artist, and I like gave him the jacket, and I'd worn the jacket to give it to him. And so I had like my keys and my wallet in it, and he like eventually like called me back. He's like, "Hey bro, come back here." And I was like, "Oh, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be big opportunity?" And he was like, "No, bro, here's your keys and your phone." But nonetheless, like that story, obviously that was a very short version of it, but that story can be like very engaging, and having an access point to that when I can feel like I'm struggling, I have markers, and it is so very helpful. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go to the next prong in my super cluttered room. Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm gonna talk louder than I usually am. But I find it can be very helpful on the internet as well. It's something that I think is pretty unique in the fact that painting on clothes not only is a way to show off your painting capabilities, but the algorithm, especially for an extroverted person, wants to see your face, wants to see you giggle. And if I'm painting on a jacket or clothing, like I am part of the composition. So I can giggle with the camera and make it more accessible. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm gonna bring you back because yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I've hit all my things that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna put my slippers back on because this room is cold. And back on the tripod you go. And we'll go back to the first position. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a pretty sensational medium. And just affords a lot. And yeah. Anyway, also like the texture that you get with painting on clothes, sensational. You can like sew things onto it to create more texture. Sensational. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thanks for listening to me ramble. You know what? As they say, this is 6th time the charm. Oh, it's so silly.